News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, police arrest a local man for battery, and one person is injured in a rollover. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
One person is arrested for allegedly striking several people with a bat. It's August 4th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Roger Corona has been arrested following a fight that resulted in at least 2 people being treated for head injuries.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office have taken into custody Roger Corona for a battery that occurred on the corner of Wilson and Woodchips. According to the declaration of arrest, Corona has been charged with battery with a deadly weapon, battery with substantial bodily harm, riot, conspiracy with a deadly weapon, and conspiracy to abuse a vulnerable person. On August 2nd, deputies were dispatched to a fight in progress with use of a deadly weapon on Woodchips and Wilson, involving approximately 9 individuals. One of the reporting parties allegedly told police that she was informed by her neighbor that there were several Hispanic males checking out her residence and then left the area. They walked behind a fenced area on the property and began fighting with other males who were in possession of baseball bats with ropes at the end. She witnessed one male wearing a white tank top carrying a baseball bat strike another individual multiple times who was laying on the ground. The 64-year-old male was observed to have severe head injury sustained from the attack. That individual was airlifted to UMC Trauma Center with injuries sustained as a result of this attack. Roger Corona was identified and taken into custody and booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. One other individual was taken by ground ambulance. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And Chief Lewis spoke to News 46 today about a rollover that occurred last night on Red Rock.
Early evening yesterday, we were dispatched for a 1-vehicle rollover. It was unknown in status of the driver at the time of dispatch. As our crews arrived on location, we found an off-road style vehicle that had rolled onto its side. The occupant and driver had self-extricated, displayed some injuries. Our medic came in, evaluated, and transported one to Desview.
This was on Red Rock?
It was south of Blag on Red Rock Drive.
And the off-road vehicle was on the roadway?
It was on the roadway. It was driving on the roadway. When it rolled over, it came to final resting position on the shoulder of the road in the opposite lane.
Only one occupant?
Only one occupant.
And no other vehicles involved?
No other vehicles involved.
Area veterans are honoring those who have earned the Purple Heart in service to our country. Dr. Tom Waters explains.
Purple Heart Day is the day. I want to go back into history when I talk about that, because in 1782, General George Washington created the Purple Heart. Purple Heart is for those military members that are wounded or killed in any action with the enemy.
You have a Purple Heart?
Yes, I earned a Purple Heart. It's not something that's awarded. It's not something that people recommend you for. It happens, and it's not something that any military person goes out to get. But once we've met the criteria of being wounded, then we accept it and we wear it graciously.
You also have your brother's Purple Heart.
Yes, my brother's Purple Heart for Melvin was killed in Vietnam in 1965. And he was killed a year before I went to Vietnam. It's to honor those that have earned the Purple Heart. And I want to say, too, that there are many people in Pahrump and Nye County that have earned Purple Hearts. They don't wear them for one reason or another, and sometimes don't even want to talk about them. So it's not like we put names of all the Purple Heart recipients out there. Yeah. We just say that for all the people who've received Purple Hearts, I want to go ahead and represent all of them. And that's why I wear my Purple Heart hat proudly. We are having a program on Purple Heart Day here in Pahrump at the Veterans Memorial. This is the first time we've had this, and it's being put together a group of veterans, I'm going to say at the DAV, came up with the idea, and they're working on it, and it should be a very nice ceremony. It's going to be a sundown ceremony, so it won't interfere with the beginning of the day, but at the end of the day, there'll be a flag folding ceremony, taps, the normal thing you would expect for Purple Heart Day. Public is definitely invited. They want to start at 7, so they're asking everybody to be there at 6:30, and this is on August 7th. It's going to be held at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery in the Veterans section, the Veterans Memorial. That's right there on East Street.
Right next to the public library.
Yes.
All right. Everybody come on down August 7th and definitely recognize those who've given so much.
News 46 will return in just a moment with a roads update.